I come from Bulgaria, and in the last few years, we've been doing extensive work within our region, the Balkan region, which consists of around 55 million people. There's, of course, member states, as you're aware, in the Balkans. I heard many times today the words diversity, inclusion, democracy, but unfortunately, these words are not very adequate when we're talking about the Balkans. I'll just give some numbers in perspective, and then I'll talk about the streaming realm. So artists from Southeast Europe, from all the Balkan countries, represent only 0.6% of 2025's lineup of some of the biggest music events for emerging talent. That's 11 out of 1,713. For Creative Europe, cooperation projects from the Balkans are 30% less for the previous period. We have not seen the so-called diversity and inclusion in practice, in reality, for the most time we've been equal members of the European Union. The digital world. For the whole 55 million market, the Balkans, there is not a single regional manager or curator for Spotify. We've had this discussion many times before on different panels and different forums, even with Mr. Haide, we were together at Reeperbahn last year. Nothing has really changed. And what is this causing? For many artists, the demonetization, the 1,000 stream demonetization of Spotify has completely erased any profit that they have from Spotify. 65% of the surveyed labels, independent labels from the Balkans, which are 71, some of them are some of the biggest catalog owners in the region, said that they have been hit very hard with the new policy. For many artists, the fact that there's no way for them to get on a playlist to be curated in the Spotify official playlists is an absolute game changer, because they start to erase their own cultural identity. They start to perform in English or try to create a new vision for their music to fit a more commercial narrative, which is causing cultural erasure, isn't it? And there isn't a single measure that we've tried, soft or stronger, that has been able to change the talks with Spotify, for example. Something else, increased marketing costs. Without regional curators, Southeast European artists have higher costs in promoting their music on platforms, making it difficult for them to reach international audiences, but also creating financial burden. The regular median artist on Spotify makes around 12 euros a month. Now, if you don't have any sort of means to promote your music and get on a playlist and have no access to curators, that means artists from this vastly underrepresented region, the Balkans, spend much more than artists in Western Europe to promote their music just to get a chance. Because the digital world is basically the gateway of how people discover music right now. So the main question here is not only why is this important, it's about fairness, it's about equality, it's about how music is being discovered. And everything we do and everything we talk about and the topic of democracy is nothing without taking measures, because it's been over 1 year since we've had this panel at Reeperbahn and nothing has really changed. Ultimately, there's also a very practical reason why streaming should change. And as bigger that streaming is becoming, how many? 100,000, 150,000 songs a day, and the less artists are making from streaming, they will more heavily rely on subsidies. And we're seeing this in Bulgaria. We're seeing artists being in more difficult financial situation, costs are rising, but the money from streaming that they're receiving is absolutely a joke. I have been an artist for over 20 years. I have 4 albums, numerous singles. I have made more money from buying very small amount of stocks in Spotify this year that I have made for my 80 songs catalog that I have on the streaming platform. And I have invested over 250,000 euros over the years for my albums, for my videos and all that. There has been absolutely no balance in the investment and the revenue. And this is the story of almost every artist that you would meet except for the very small 1%.